This government has made clear its determination to take concerted action to tear down barriers to equal opportunities and to build a fairer society. That is why we are all committed to an ambitious programme of work which spans all government departments to tackle outdated prejudices and ensure equal chances for everyone, whatever their sexual orientation or gender identity. This work includes our plans to tackle bullying in schools and introduce same-sex civil marriages. As you gather in Brighton, I hope you will reflect on the role each of you can play in bringing about change in your communities. Role models are hugely important when tackling homophobia. That's why I was recently delighted when earlier this month the clubs in the Premiership signed up to the government's charter to tackle homophobia and transphobia in sport. Homophobia can prevent people from realising their dreams, and we cannot allow prejudice to prevail. Everyone has a voice, and collectively we must challenge unacceptable behaviour and attitudes. I wish you all a very successful and enjoyable Pride event. We also have a letter from Ed Miliband from the Labour Party. Dear friends, I'm delighted to support Student Pride this year, and I'm sorry not to be able to be with you. We have come a long way on this journey for equality, but we know there is more to do. It is incredible to remember how mainstream homophobia was just a few short years ago in Parliament, as well as society. I remember the campaign to stop Section 28 and the courageous decision of many young LGBT activists to publicly come out and speak up against prejudice and intolerance. I want to pay tribute to the National Union of Students LGBT campaign, which marks its 30th anniversary this year. The student movement has always been impatient for change and at the forefront of the campaign for LGBT rights. I am proud to lead a party that has consistently fought for equality. Together, we have made great progress towards equality, creating an equal age of consent, ending the ban on LGBT people serving in our forces, increasing sentences for hate crimes, outlawing discrimination in goods and service, and bringing about civil partnerships. But there is more work to be done. 2/3 of young lesbian, gay and bisexual pupils report that they have been bullied at school. This is simply wrong. Schools and colleges should be places of learning and discovery for young people, not a place of fear. I support all the work that the LGBT community and magazines such as Attitude are doing to tackle homophobic bullying. 6 years on from the first civil partnerships, it is right that we look at extending marriage equality for those people who want it. It is time for the government to stop delaying on the issue and bring forward a timetable for reform. I want Britain to be seen as a beacon of hope on LGBT equality, speaking out against injustice and prejudice at home and in other parts of the world. My commitment is to work with you to overcome prejudice and equality. Together, we can build a more equal and just society. And finally, we have a letter from Nick Clegg, the leader of the Liberal Democrats. Mixed reactions to those different letters there. So Nick Clegg, I'm delighted to offer my support and that of the Liberal Democrats to National Student Pride 2012. I am sure it will be another very successful Pride. Now, most of you were teenagers in an age where legal discrimination was on the way out or already repealed. The age of consent was equalised, Section 28 was finally repealed, and civil partnerships were introduced. Despite this, homophobia sadly still rears its ugly head too often in our society, in our schools, in our workplaces, sports and playgrounds. The coalition government will continue to fight against homophobia wherever we find it. I want to see a society in which all people are accepted and valued, whatever their differences. That is why we are investing more money in tackling homophobic bullying in schools, helping head teachers to ban it from their grounds, and working with clubs and organisations to tackle homophobia in sport. It is also why Lynn Featherstone, the Liberal Democrat Minister for Equalities, is leading the way on bringing legislation to finally open up civil marriage to same-sex couples. I know how much today means to students across Britain as an opportunity to celebrate the LGBT community, mark the progress we've made, and look forward to the opportunities and challenges of the future. It is great to see so many people stand up and be counted today, and I hope you all have a fantastic Pride. And I'd just like to say what a pleasure it is to see such a great turnout today, and what indeed a pleasure it is for me to be here to guide you all through the happenings of today. So, next up on the agenda, we have a video message from Caroline Lucas. Again, mixed reactions. But I think it's really important to have that variety in the audience. So, enjoy.
I'm really sorry not to be able to be with you today, but I'd like to take this opportunity to wish you a very happy Student Pride 2012. I'm proud to be the MP of a city that is one of the most progressive and celebrated LGBT cities, not just in the country, but in the world. And I'm proud to be the MP for a political party that stands up for LGBT people and indeed for students. A party that stands up, for example, to challenge the coalition government's cruel cuts programme, cuts to things like educational maintenance allowance, rises in tuition fees, making it more difficult for young people to be able to take the careers and study the issues that they want to study. Proud to be part of a political party that stands up for the 99% and challenges the 1% and their obscene wealth. I'm proud that students from this city, from the University of Sussex and the University of Brighton, have been so active in making common cause with the anti-cuts movements in the city and wider afield, all of us working together to challenge this government's programme of cuts and to say that austerity doesn't work. It's socially devastating and it's economically illiterate. One of the things that I'm most concerned about is the way in which these cuts are slashing public services that many LGBT people absolutely rely on. Things like the police LGBT liaison officers, which should be standard across all police forces, and with paid time allocated within their work programmes to tackle homophobic and transphobic hate crime. Because even in a place like Brighton, even with all the progress that's been made, homophobic and transphobic hate crime continues, and it is completely unacceptable. The Green Party is standing up too for the rights to equal love, opening up civil marriages and civil partnerships without discrimination to both same-sex and opposite-sex couples. We're campaigning for a complete end to the ban on LGBT people giving blood, for LGBT people fleeing persecution in violently homophobic and transphobic countries to be given safe haven here in Britain, and to scrap the section in the Mental Health Act which extraordinarily still says that trans people should be on the psychiatric disorder register. Campaigning for justice, campaigning for equality. That's what the Green Party holds dear. But as well as a chance to highlight where change is still needed, Student Pride is about celebrating what's already been achieved. There's a lot to be celebrating, and so all that remains for me to do is to wish you a very, very happy Student Pride 2012.
Just as you all sat there earlier, you had the wonderful Brighton and Hove Gay Men's Chorus perform for you. I'd now like you to join me in warmly welcoming them back to the stage to sing another number for you. The Brighton and Hove Gay Men's Chorus are the first gay chorus in the world to be signed by a record label, and that is Universal. So that's an amazing achievement. And in my opinion, there's just nothing more wonderful than a group of people, whether gay, straight, you know, whatever, coming to rejoice and sing together. So enjoy. And now I'd like to invite to the stage Bill Randall, the leader of the council, and the mayor to say a few words and to officially open National Student Pride 2012.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm delighted to be able to welcome you all to Brighton and Hove and to the wonderful range of National Student Pride events being held at the Dome. Brighton and Hove is a city of diverse communities, and we are very proud of that fact. It's a great place to live and work in, to visit and to study. Our two universities contribute a huge amount to all aspects of life here, and we know that many of the students who study here stay in the city once they have graduated. Our lesbian, gay, bisexual and transgender communities are part of every aspect of the city's life. We work hard to recognise and support them, and we want to ensure that you have the best time possible whilst you are here. We know that it's not perfect, but we are committed to working with our LGBT communities to improve every year. LGBT people simply should not face discrimination, prejudice or harassment because of their sexual or gender identity. A city that is positive about what it brings together and at the same time confident in its differences is one that will enjoy a better future. Your conference is part of that and helps life to be better for LGBT people and for the city as a whole. In just 7 years, National Student Pride has grown from modest beginnings to an event attracting over 1,000 attendees. That's a fantastic achievement and one I hope Pride is proud of. We know that it's important for all young people to get support when they need it, including or especially around their sexual orientation. Many young people are confident from early on in their identity and have friends and family who support and love them. Others, though, can find it's a time of struggle and sometimes isolation. Events like yours provide chances to meet as LGBT people, to share those experiences and solutions, and to get support from others, especially for those who are coming from universities where there are not strong, vibrant, supportive LGBT communities and groups. We hope that you take back your ideas, encouragement, and good links with others who can support you. I hope you enjoy all the debates, the politics, the music and the art, the workshops, and the entertainment planned this weekend. Most of all, I hope you enjoy your time with one another and that you get a chance to enjoy all the things that our city has to offer. Events like these are a chance for us all to play a part in making life better for LGBT people everywhere in the UK. So thank you to everyone involved in organising National Student Pride and for all of you for attending. I hope that you have a fantastic time and thank you for inviting me to speak today.
Today, the wonder of live performance. Today is an incredibly special day, not just for the students that have come today, but for lesbian, gay, transgender and bisexual students all over the country. And we wouldn't be here today without the hard work, preparation and passion that goes into putting an event on like this without the Student Pride Committee, who consist of Tom, Danica, Jack, Kelly, Jimmy, and Justin.
Hi everyone. Very quick few thank yous from us. First of all, I'd just like to thank this fantastic team, who are all students or graduates and doing it in their spare time, and it's quite a lot of work to pull this off, so thank you very much, guys. But most importantly, we'd like to thank our sponsors. So our Platinum sponsor for the second year in a row, Ernst & Young. And especially Tim, who has gone above and beyond what is absolutely fantastic, given us a lot of support and help. And we'd also like to thank our gold sponsors, American Express, and that's especially thanks to Lucy. And our silver sponsors, Accenture. And there's a few people that put a lot of effort in as well. A big thank you to Tom Crotzel Ingram, who is Elton John's PA, who is down the front here. And Tom's been raiding Elton's contact book and has been helping us pull people in, so thank you to Tom. Another few people, Sam Milford, who runs Real Brighton, who's on our honorary committee, who is part of our team. James Devonport from Page Hub, who has done our tweet decks and our Facebook apps and has been invaluable help. Paul and Matt from Aon Event and Arena Entertainment Systems, who have done a fantastic job with all our sound equipment and decoration stuff.
Also, Liqueur Lizard, who have provided our drinks for the VIP reception and the VIP club night. And also, last but not least, I'd like to thank our venue manager, Tim Ebbs, who is over at the back there. He's got endless amounts of patience for us for all our strange requests and last-minute changes, so thank you so much for your help, Tim.
And also our media sponsors, so very quickly, Attitude, of which Matthew Todd is hosting our Question Time panel, G-Scene, James is here, Gaystar News, Tristan Scott, Out in the City and G3 and Out News, Boys Magazine, Juice 107.2, Gaydar Radio, Pink News, Burst Radio and Gaydar. Very quickly, the reason we started Student Pride was in 2005, the Christian Union at Oxford Brookes used to do a weekly talk and had about 20 people. Then they did one on homosexuality in the Bible. They got a trainee priest to come in and say you can't be gay and Christian. So we did it, and about 200 people. And we thought we can't sit back and let that happen. So we put on a panel discussion in response. And that was the start of Student Pride. And it's grown today to thousands of you coming down from all over the country. And it really is all over the country. And Danica's quickly going to say where you're all from.
So we've got people here from Dundee, St Andrews, Warwick, Essex, Reading, Kingston, Kent, the University of West of Scotland, Keele, Southampton, Falmouth, Liverpool, Bradford, Bath Spa, DMU, Cardiff, Portsmouth, Canterbury, Bristol, Southampton, Sussex, King's College, Wolverhampton, South West London, Loughborough, and not to mention we've got students as well here from France, New York, and even California. Everyone, have a great weekend.
Now please welcome back to the stage for one final showdown, the Brighton and Hove Gay Men's Chorus.
sing.